Hello and welcome to MovieVault.com. I'm Claire Bueno. Are we in Leicester Square, London, or are we in ancient Greece? Well, Liam Neeson, Sam Worthington and Gemma Arterton will be able to tell us more from their adventure story about family and destiny. Where are we? The world premiere of Clash of the Titans.
Have you seen what's happening out there? Have you even bothered to look?
Hi, Luke.
Hello.
Hi. Tell us about your pub.
Okay, so Procopian, he was sort of this, in Greek times they had oracles or seers or mantises they were called, which would interpret oracles or signs from the gods. So that's what Procopian is, and he takes it upon himself to kind of be Hades' foot soldier on the ground, really, I think, and rally up the city of Argos to sacrifice the princess and to save the whole city, which I think is a very humane act. And so that's what he does in it, yeah.
Had you seen the original film?
No, I saw 8 minutes on YouTube and stopped it. I heard Laurence Olivier booming his voice out, and I thought, we ain't making that film again. We're going for something different. So I didn't want to have that playing in my head.
Do you think it's nice to remake an old film but give it a fresh new look for a new audience?
Of course, it can work. It can work really well. I mean, you know, it's the original was kind of dated instantly by the Star Wars, wasn't it? That came out 6 months later or something. It's bringing it to today, you know, and people love to see films. I mean, I know that from speaking to a lot of people who saw it when it first came out, it's a really important film from their childhood, you know, it was a really big deal, and so they were really excited to see it.
They need to be reminded of the order of things.
Alexa, hi. Oh my goodness.
Hello, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Well, thank you.
Tell us about your part in the film.
Andromeda, she's Princess Andromeda, although on the inside she's everything else. She's not interested in being a princess. She's somebody who's fighting for the good of the people and following her own path. So she was very exciting to play.
Is that quite testing for you as an actress?
Yeah, but in the best way. You know, I think if it's not testing, you're doing something wrong. So I really enjoyed the challenge of it, and I feel lucky to be a part of it.
The film was converted into 3D. Did that affect you at all? Did you have to make any reshoots?
No, we didn't. We kind of heard about it not that long ago, and it was quite exciting. I think, you know, with a film like this, with these kinds of effects and everything, you think, yeah, you're going to bring you into another dimension, and it becomes this visceral, heart-racing experience. So as it should be.
One day, somebody's got to say enough.
If I do this, I do it as a man.
But you are not just a man.
What's Draco all about?
Well, it's about good legs, little skirts, and a nice hair.
Yeah?
Yep.
How do you compare Greek mythology to Norse mythology, being Danish and all?
I can, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of similarities. I mean, when we come to the gods, we have so many differences like the Greek have. And they're all representing something that we recognize in the human nature. Greed, love, hate, all those kind of feelings. So it's very similar.
Who's your favorite god then?
In the world? Mm-hmm. Well, I kind of like Hades. I think he's really cool. Yeah, because I understand him. Somebody tricked him, you know, and he's a very angry man. I think that's very human.
How do you sum up?
Dressing up in all the costumes. Was it good dressing up in the costume?
That was fantastic. It was a giant hell. Well, if you're going out there killing giant scorpions, you need to look different than me.
Was it nice as well that there was an eclectic cast from all around the world?
It was fantastic. Now we got friends in 59 countries, so it couldn't be better.
Clash of the Titans is about a troublesome teenager who's boisterous and petulant. They kill his family. He goes on a Charles Bronson killing spree and learns to calm down and grow up and find another family. How's that?
I think, is there a moral to the story, do you believe?
The story is, look, I got a 9-year-old nephew, and the original he enjoyed all the god tools, and I thought, well, that's not a good message to say to any kid, that you can only succeed if you're a god. I think that's a terrible message, but if you can say the message that if you look deep inside yourself, the strength of a man or the strength of whoever you are can get anything done is much more powerful than any god. So that's the message I want to give Ridley. Yeah.
What was it about this particular film that you wanted to remake it?
Well, it's not remaking, it's like re-exploring this world. The door of Greek mythology was closed for like 20, 30, 40 years. You know, Clash of the Titans had reopened it for like just a brief moment. But, you know, being French and being European, I was raised reading Greek mythology. The films of Ray Harryhausen were the most important films of my childhood. So when I was given the opportunity to do this, I just couldn't resist. But I love the original movie so much, I wanted to pay respect to it.
You said it was Greek mythology as opposed to Greek history. Does that allow you then to use your imagination more when you're making a film like this?
Yeah, absolutely. The good thing about mythology, it's the cross between history and fantasy. That's when Greeks were imagining a world they didn't understand. What's happening when the Earth is moving, when the big waves comes and crash onto our island? What caused this? And they explained this with supernatural elements. And these supernatural elements were monsters, creatures. And you know, I believe in monsters. I believe in creatures. When I see a big wave, I think it's the Kraken.
And the film, when it was first made, it was a 2D film. You wanted then to make it into 3D. What made you go down that road?
When we saw that this movie was a fun ride, and when Avatar came out and you know, just opened the world to, you know, a brand new technique, that just took the people and just brought them into another world through this technology. We said, why don't we use this technique? Why don't we use this technology? I mean, the movie was shot in 2D. It's all right in 2D. We just want to give the audience the best experience possible, and 3D gives you this.
Tamer, how are you doing, my love?
I'm good, yeah, you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, you're all set for this evening's event?
I am, yes, I'm very excited. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm...
You haven't?
No, I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Especially in 3D?
In 3D, yeah. And apparently I play Ares, God of War, and they are 20, 30 foot tall and sparkling characters. But you probably won't recognise me. I've got long hair and beards and...
You're a bit of a love god as well.
Well, I've got a bit of a love god in me, yeah. I'll hold my hands up to that.
I know that.
So
you were flirting with my friend yesterday.
Well, I flirt with everyone. There's a lot of love in this man for everyone.
Release the Kraken.
Well, what an evening it's been here on MovieVault.com. We got to speak to Sam Worthington, Leterrier and Tamer Hassan from the world premiere of Clash of the Titans. It's been a wonderful evening, though a rainy evening here in London's Leicester Square. Good night, and we'll see you for the next one. I'm Claire, signing out for MovieVault.com.